about freshmen having deficiencies usually. Peter Woods, you've heard a million things about how great he is. Is there any deficiency or anything that he has
Nope,
to?
he ain't got none, other than he's just a freshman. He didn't have any. Smart, tough, strong, loves to play, high character. You know, doesn't really have any deficiencies other than just he just needs to go get some game experience. That's why we need to fill this place up. Let's get Peter Woods ready to go. Get out here and yell at him and boo him or whatever. That's about it. You know, I know it's a lot on a young kid, but he's earned it. I mean, you know, he's demonstrated he can learn the playbook. I mean, he's not a complete finished version of himself, but you know, as far as just a deficiency and something that he's lacking, it's really just game experience at this level. You know, he gets it fundamentally, he gets it technically, he understands, he's got the aptitude for it. I mean, he's still really taking full ownership, but he's gone with ones, twos, three. He's gone with every group. He's played multiple spots, and he has not been overwhelmed. So, haven't really seen anything that if we were playing today, he'd be playing. So, he's ready.
Has Parker been a bit of a surprise, and how much he can?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think we expected him to really flash. You know, he's not as physically prepared as far as just because he had a wrist injury in high school. He's had some things that have held him back a little bit, just really upper body wise. You know, he's kind of, you know, a normal freshman there, but he's naturally explosive. He's naturally strong in his lower body, and he's got a high football IQ. He's picked things up, but he can run. He's just the biggest area for him is just he's got to attack the weight room. He's not where he needs, you know, kind of a normal freshman. But just his ability to disrupt, his ability to rush, you know, his aptitude for the game. I mean, this guy played 7A football at Central Phoenix City for Coach Nix. I mean, he's you come out of that program, you're going to understand some ball. So, and again, physically, he's a little behind upper body. Just again, he's had that wrist that he's dealt with, you know, since last year, and he hasn't really been able to do what he needs to do. But a naturally gifted player that we really thought he would flash. And the fact that he's been able to come in here and get this whole spring is really going to help him, you know, just have a clear vision of what it looks like, what he needs to do to come back in August, the best version of himself at this point. And if he'll do that, he's going to be a good one.
What are your expectations for Zaire and Cade going into year 3 at that end spot?
Yeah, well, Cade is, you know, does everything right. You know, Cade is what you want. Zaire is just growing up, being accountable to the team. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's got to make up his mind if he wants it. He's one of those guys that you know, has all the talent, but he's so inconsistent with his just preparation. He's inconsistent with his effort, inconsistent with his buy-in. And, you know, he's a young guy, but he might have had his best day today. So that was actually really good to see. You know, we need him to really take that next step. So, you know, two different guys right there. You know, Cade is all in every aspect, does everything right, competes his butt off. You know exactly what you're going to get out of him. And Zaire, he's just got to grow up. He's got to mature. And if he does that, then he'll turn out to be a good player. But and he's made progress, but he's just not as accountable as we need him to be right now.
Would you like to scrimmage other teams in these spring games, or do you like the current setup?
No, I love it. I've said that a million years. I'd love to play somebody in the fall. You know, we're the only sport at any level of football. I mean, the only level of football that doesn't get a chance to scrimmage somebody. I mean, even the pros. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to bring somebody basketball, bring somebody in and do some one-on-ones against somebody else. You know, so I've said that for years. I mean, because every time you take a snap in a day like this, you're 100% invested. Right? Anybody grabs an ankle, they're yours. You got 22 on the field every single snap. So yeah, I mean, I think, you know, to me, it'd be, you know, spring game, there'd be some interest in that, I guess. But to me, I'd rather have it in fall camp. You know, even if it's just being able to practice against somebody, do some inside drill against somebody else, do some one-on-one, do some 7-on-7. You know, like you see in high school. You know, they go and work against each other, practice against each other. You see it in the pros. You know, so maybe have a day of camp embedded with somebody. I think that'd be great. You know, because again, you don't have, all we have is each other for 350 days. You know, I mean, if everything's perfect in our world, you get 15 days to like play, right? So it's the 350 that makes the difference. And there's, you know, we only got each other. That's all we got, which is good because we got a great group to work with and all that. But yeah, it'd be nice to have that opportunity somewhere along the calendar.
You mentioned Wade Woodaz as a guy who's showing some leadership. I think that Barrett and Jeremiah said that even during naturals he was pushing them. I mean, how much have you seen his confidence grow and grow into being a more confident guy?
Incredible. He's going to be a good special player, man. Dude had a great freshman year. He's a dynamic guy. He's learning. He's really learning the box this spring. Mike and Will. He can play a lot of positions. I mean, a lot of positions. His background is quarterback and safety. He really just understands the game, and he is really come into his own. His body's in a great shape. He's 220-something pounds. He's strong. He can run. He's got a lot of confidence from the experience he got in the season, and he just has a presence to him, and he has a lot of respect from his teammates that he's earned. So I'm really pleased with him, and I'm pleased with Dudley too. I think Dudley's a guy that came in that group that's starting to show a little maturity. I thought he was a little silly and a little immature when he came in here, and man, he's really come on. I mean, he's had a great spring, and the other kid is Kobe McLeod. And probably talked as much about him, but he's really showing some progress. Gotten a lot stronger. The power hour was a great situation for him, and he's flashed this spring several times as well. But Dudley seems like he's really kind of bought in and really taken it to another level. He's going to be a guy that, same thing, got a really bright future ahead of him.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.